Thank you for 10,000 followers. I am Ahmed Mustafa Ahad, and this is AA Creation 911. Let me share what my life is like, just so you can see the person behind the camera a little bit. So, let me show you what it's like living in an RV, being a photographer, as well as an Uber driver. Right there, we just cleaned out the trash, and now I'm connecting the city water connection. This is how we get water. That is basically where the bad water, the sewage water, when you go to the bathroom and do your dishes and take a shower, all that goes there. Once the water is connected, and I have water problems, as you can see, it leaks everywhere, but I'm working on it. I know I can spend 50 bucks and get another hose, but I take a shower, I use the water, I turn it off. I'm careful. Once in a while I forget. So that's my satellite. It fell, it broke, and a couple $100, my mistake. Another lesson learned. So what is it like living in an RV? It's actually a lot of fun. It's very adventurous. You have to move every 2 weeks to a new location. So you run into new people, new neighbors, and then there's times where you come back to the same area or same city after a month or two and you run into the same people. It's nice. You make new friends. Over here, that's my internet wire. I have to take it in from the window, and I've got that little blue tape right there, so it gives it a little bit of support. I haven't figured out how to drill a hole and take the wire in, and honestly I don't have time to figure that stuff out, so I just take little shortcuts, and that's not good. I've been taking a lot of shortcuts in life, and finally learning that yeah, life is fun. So I go in my trailer, I go out of my trailer, I put the windows up, windows down. So let me show you some of the inside now. The pillows are going on my bed. Today I did the laundry and cleaned everything up, and I'm getting ready to move. So on moving day, I take everything on the other side that I use for cooking or cleaning or storage, and I put it on my bed. I've learned to keep myself nice and clean and be organized. Growing up as a little spoiled kid, your mom does everything for you, and at some point you get older and you got to learn to do everything on your own, and it's called growing up. Now I'm 46 years old, and I'm telling you, I'm still learning and I'm still growing. But one of the best things that I've learned in my life is make your bed in the morning when you get up. Keep your home and keep your office clean. Keep your car clean. That basically reflects how your mind is, and how your health is, and how your body is feeling. It is weird, but it's all connected. So I've taken everything off my table, and I put that box there so the table doesn't move. Put that box there so those boxes don't move. Put some boxes down here so that doesn't move. But you know what? Every time I move, this thing shifts a little bit. And the stuff that's on top has been taken out and put here. You know, like this is my sage stuff, cooking, 2 boxes for cooking. And then we have candles, some notes and bills. And you know, this is it. This is how I live. Now, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying this is how we move when we live in an RV, from there to there. And then this is all cleaned up so nothing falls. This thing is gonna fall right here, but it's all good. I pick it up every time. And that's what, oh, and then this is donations right here. This is stuff that's getting donated. They're showing up. I'm gonna stand still, because if you move, then they notice you. Told you, somebody moved. Hey, this guy didn't go. Oh, it was the wind. It was that little thing that came. But they'll come back down. Now tell me that was some fun. Look at this one. The water runs dry. Here comes a pigeon in my eye. This guy's trying to get food before. Oh, dude, I'm not even shooting you, bro. I'm shooting my RV. This guy's brave, dude. This guy's like 10 feet away from me. And I'm moving forward, and he doesn't want to let his food go. Watch, he's gonna stay, keep eating. I'm 8 feet away. Six. That's it. 6 feet is all that bird can handle. Now the bird is 10 feet away. So that's the safe distance. And he's looking at me from the back of his eyes. His back is turned, like he's ready to go. Now if I go behind the tree, he can't see me. I'll be able to move closer as long as I don't make any noise. Unless he's gonna come around. Let's see if he's gonna try to look at where I'm at. He's like, what are you doing, bro? You're not supposed to move. See, that's the only way you outsmart animals. There's one up here too. Oh, that one's a cutie pie. That one looks like the bird from Angry Birds. Okay, I'm 5 feet away. That's it. He's looking away. You know what I want to do is I want to leave my camera there where he's picking and get a close-up of him picking. I hope I can get closer than this one day. Now this is after like almost a year of interacting with birds. There's 4 of them saying goodbye. And know what they... Oh shit, there's an ant on my foot. It's biting me. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Bro, stop it. Ow. Yeah, that... Now look, I didn't mean to kill that ant that was biting me on the foot. But my point is very simple. That was painful, man. It was biting me right there. And all I did is just try to move it and I crushed it by accident. I wonder if that's what happens to us with the angels. Like they're just trying to help us and they just, oops, killed another human. Gave him too much power. Okay, that's enough about ants and birds and laundry. Let me take you, I got my trailer, and when I have to move to a new location, basically there's a lot of traffic. California, San Diego, you guys know about us, right? California is like traffic, traffic, traffic. So over here, these guys are doing construction. They block out the roads, and then a pilot cart comes, leads the way, and then all the other cars go. And I've been doing this for like over a year now. You know what's hard to figure out is why some of these guys are working like at midnight and 2 in the morning. This is the view. It is gorgeous. But I do respect all the construction workers and the power line workers and the people that are dropping the pipes and the internet for us. You guys do stuff that is hard labor. A lot of times when I'm driving, these guys are in my car and we talk, and their bodies are hurting and they're tore up. A lot of times I'm picking up these guys from bars and they tell me, you know, it's just a tough life, so I appreciate it. And oh my God, is this a beautiful view or what? So I have to get air every day because my tires, I don't know why, but oh my God. So check this out. I'm almost where I'm supposed to be staying for the weekend. I've got the volume turned off because it was very windy. I saw these crows just dancing and flying. There's like a surge of wind on top of this hill or mountain. I guess I'm on top of a mountain. And where the wind is going and there's a jet stream, they love it. And they just dance and they fly and they literally go back and do a 360-degree circle and come back around. And this is on my cell phone. I'm sitting here in my car with the trailer in the back and just popped my cell phone out and started taking their video because there's times they get really close to my car. So I want to see in my cell phone I can get a closer view than this. And there's a lot of crows, a lot of birds. Maybe they're ravens, I'm not sure. I'm still learning about birds. Now you're gonna see me and my beard. Check out my beard right now. I'm probably saying, look, this is a beautiful life. I love it. This is why I love living on top of the mountain, guys. That's how we get these shots. It's freedom. You literally get to see what it's like to live in California and to see all the beauty. So here's another one coming. You know, there's times where they're like right on top of a tree and they just glide when the wind is just right. These guys are kind of struggling like me. Struggling financially, right? But spiritually, I'm good. Oh, here's one. Look at that. All right. Enough about that. Let me show you where I will be staying. This is... Oh no, we're back. So this is basically me doing the laundry and just before I went to move to the new place. So, you know, I'm kind of moving back and forward a little bit. So, doing my laundry, cleaning up, organizing my RV. This is everything packed and loaded. What are the odds of my neighbor wearing a red jacket in the back? Here you'll see a little spider. Oh no, I got rid of it. Maybe it's in the next shot. This is me just taking a moment before I get ready to move because I've packed, I've loaded everything. It's time to rock and roll, baby. And here's the spider. Check this out. There's a spider on the left-hand side of the screen, and it's gonna come down right there. It's in the middle. It's hanging on the left, and then it's gonna land somewhere on a rock. And I could not find it after it landed. Look at the camouflage. Boom. Where is it? Yeah, you're gonna have to go back and pause the video. So this is basically how you elevate your tires in the RV so you level out the trailer. That way when you wash or you put stuff in, you know, it goes down the drain and doesn't go somewhere else. Just saying hi to my neighbor and a little windy. Taking a moment before the big move. Here we go. So, trailer's ready. You saw the shot of me earlier moving and with some of the city workers. Well, this is the moment just before that. Now my trailer is about 21 feet. It's easy to pull. I pull it on my Toyota Highlander, and actually the Highlander is what I use for Uber X, Uber XL, Uber Comfort. That's my location where I was staying. I'm leaving, giving you a nice little cinematic spot. And I always shoot my locations when I arrive and when I leave because these are memories for my family, for my kids. Hey, maybe my ex-wives are watching these videos too. Who knows? Now this particular resort is in Julian. Now I gotta come back and get my camera. Earlier, I showed you people working in the city. Now this is the trash guy just coming in and taking the trash out. And I was just leaving and I was like, let me get my camera. It would be nice to have some shots of the trash truck and the sounds that it makes. And who knows when I'm gonna use it. And I actually ended up using it for my 10,000 thank you video in like a year-end video. There it goes. And now it's time to get on the road. So let me show you some of the beautiful spots from Julian down to another part in San Diego. Just look at those trees. I'll show you some close-ups of these weeds or brushes or whatever they're called. Now today was an overcast day. And look at that earth tones there, the nice browns and the greens and the blues. I haven't added any colors, nothing. Like right now, I want to just share this video nice and raw and just share what it's like to kind of live out in the mountains. The mountain man, the moose man, the moose mountain man. That's my nickname, Moose. Moose. There's a little close-up. And then I'll show you some shots of some people and some traffic. Why? I don't know. I just shoot, you know? Every time I move, I just take videos, and then at some point I'm gonna start using these. And you won't believe how much footage I have. Like I think every month I go buy, or 2 months I go buy a new hard drive. I have to figure out a way to back up these hard drives because my internet's down. You saw earlier, or maybe you'll see a little bit later, there's a spot where I kind of messed up and broke my dish. Now we're gonna walk the other way because in video, you always want shots going both ways. The light is different. The shot is different. The composition is different. And right here, I think I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit. Come on, dude, did I? Yeah, there it is. Little Dutch dynamic angle. And then you get the other side. And these little clips end up becoming cool shots for your highlights. And some more beautiful shots of the scenery out here. I think I'm near Descanso right now in San Diego, California. This next shot with the leaves is just phenomenal. I can't wait till I use this on some of the videos and artwork I start creating. First, I'm going to show you a long shot. And now, just kind of zoomed in and slowly taking the camera up to reveal a wider shot. And this looks really cool for an intro or even some sort of text animation transition effect. I had to add a little bit of action in my movie to spice it up a little bit. Now I'm setting up the electric. That's the first thing you set up when you get to an RV because you need power. Unfortunately, my solar panels are not charging, so I cannot get my jack to go down and the hydraulics don't work because it needs more power. Now you're gonna basically see a long clip of everything I do to take my trailer apart. Right there is the brake controller. It's controlled with Bluetooth. It's powered. Now I'm taking the power out. And basically this is everything I need to do to disconnect the trailer from the car so I can move the car out and start setting up my location. The orange cone thingy on the bottom is gives it support and just kind of makes the base a little bit bigger. Sometimes you need to put 2 or 3 in depending on how high or low you need to go. Ideally you want to find a place that's level for you to park your trailer. And where my left hand is, I'm basically moving these sides. I guess this thing kind of helps the RV so it doesn't slide and swing. And now the chains are being taken off. These chains are there as an emergency. God forbid something happens. I think it pulls and then the brake turns on and the trailer doesn't go crazy. Now I'm taking the pins and hooks out on the other side. I'll also take it out on this side and then the swing bar or sway bar will be free. Now I got 3 pins. They'll go into a box that we'll use again for the next time. Got to pick them up from the floor. Now if you want to see this process like a step-by-step tutorial, let me know. I'll shoot it and I'll show you with close-ups and details. This is the hard part where you unhook it and start raising it, and it's taken me almost a year to learn how to do this. There's times where I've done this where the ball in the socket is a little bit mispositioned and the whole trailer falls off the orange piece and the car kind of jolts, and the first few times I got a little scared. But you know, just like life, anything you do over and over in repetition with your mind, with your heart, you get better, and eventually you get to a point where it just becomes second nature. And you know what I'm talking about. It's just like when you're driving a car. You know, sometimes you get from point A to point B and you don't even realize who drove, what was going on. Now I move the car out a little bit. We'll go to a wider shot and show you what the next fun part is. I'm getting old, and this is the hard stuff to do. If you're a female, this is where you need help, and probably why you don't get a trailer and pulls like this. I think this thing weighs 40-50 pounds. I'm gonna use my key to unlock it, and then we're gonna pull it out and leave it close to the front. So when I have to pull it back in and put it on the car later when I move in 2 weeks, it will be easier and less distance to travel. And I use the ground to help me. And this is a great workout, by the way. If you have a bad back, you have a bad arm, bad neck, I do not advise. This is the hardest step. And there's normally not people there that are going to help you with this step. So you got to learn to do it. When you get too old, then you want to get a car or a trailer where you don't have to do this step. Okay. Now I'm going to put everything away that I don't need. And then we're going to grab some tools, and there's 4 corners on the trailer that have supports. They're like a jack. When you put this in, the trailer doesn't go front and back and left and right, and it makes it solid. Otherwise, when you move or you walk around, it feels like a mini earthquake in California. Got one side done. We're going to go do the other side. Oh, I remember. I forgot something. You have to level it out first. So right now it was too high. So there's little bubbles that I have on top of my trailer and on the side, and I look at it to make sure the elevation of up and down is correct. And once it's good enough, then you can tighten the 4 bases on the side. Now, when I made this video, I didn't realize my butt crack was showing a little bit, but excuse me for that. I'm actually moving and making a video and trying to thank everybody for having 10,000 followers, because these are the kind of videos that I like to make, where I show you what it's like to live as a single man on your own when you're struggling financially, emotionally. It's tough. So that little storage area is where I put all my outside stuff. I've organized it, I've kept it clean just for emergency stuff, because you need to have space in there that is also available for... There's emergencies where you need to put stuff in there. Let's just put it like that. Now, time to set up the water. Same issue. I'm gonna take it, I'll set it up, I'll line it up, and it leaks. Hopefully by next 2 weeks I'll have this problem solved. I just gotta go get a new water pipe. I think there's a connection here where I need to put it in, like a little black piece that goes right there, and then the water won't leak from there. And I gotta do the same thing on the other side. I've been doing my research. I'm learning. This is about a year in. And the water problem recently started because my hose broke and I have to use some other stuff. But on the good news, on the good side, when I take a shower, I turn the water on. When I'm cooking, I turn the water on. The rest of the time, the water stays off because I can just use the water that's in the trailer. Now, this is a filter. We put this on to filter the water from all the campsite locations, because the water sometimes comes out orange and yellow, and I don't want to drink that. And I don't know what's in it. I don't always get this step right, but I only have to do it once every 2 weeks. And sometimes I don't take the pipe or that blue piece off the filter. I leave it on there, so I just have to do minimum damage. And now you're gonna see my water problems. See, it leaks up there and it leaks on the other side. And there's times where I connect it where it doesn't leak. I want to learn to... You know what? I have a feeling that the connection inside there is messed up. But hey, if you know about RV stuff and you want to help this old man out a little bit, leave me a comment give me a like, give me a subscribe while you're at it. And if I fix this, I will give you a shout out, and I will actually record how I fix this issue so other people can learn it. Guess what, guys? I'm all set up. It's stable, water's connected, power's connected, gas is turned on, and now I gotta move all of this stuff to the other side. The kitchen area is nice and clean.
And the inside.
Now this, whenever I move my trailer, a little bit of it falls, and it's not too bad.
And that is not too bad. Look, it doesn't fall apart like it used to. And now I can move fairly quickly.
My favorite part of the day, where you take a shower, you clean up, and you start with sage. Now, why am I saging my place? I met some people in my Uber rides and in my Uber drives, and I started researching on YouTube about the power of sage, incense, candles, and Palo Santo. In my personal and humble opinion, I think when you use an element like earth, air, fire, and water, and you set an intention, I personally feel it cleanses out the negative energy. You're supposed to open the door and let fresh air come in. Use a feather to represent the air. You've got the smoke, you've got the fire, you've got the sage that's burning, that's representing earth. And then you have the seashell. Seashell is representing water. And sometimes I'll use water to turn it off. Other times I'll just let the sage burn out on its own, because that's what it's supposed to do. That's kind of how you can tell where the negative energy has been gone and dissipated. Because sometimes my sage will burn for a long time. I'm trying to do sage every 2 weeks. I also believe it calls the spirits and it calls the angels, and it gets rid of the demons, and it gets rid of evil entities that are surrounding us that we can't see. I can't prove it to you, but in my humble opinion, ever since I've started using sage and crystals, my life has changed, and it's changed for the better. And if you want to learn more about sage and what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to create a whole video on it. Not just with my information, but I will also share what others have to say in social media and YouTube.
All right. Nice and clean. Organized.
So now you've seen my home, you've seen how I store stuff, you've seen where I cook, you've seen how I try to keep my space clean. Now watch me work out. Now some of these clips, I can't tell if my head's in the shot or not, but that's not important. The important thing is you gotta have a daily routine. I exercise every day, I walk every day, I meditate every day. And if I skip a day, it's okay. I'll pick it up the next day. And I do it my own way. There's no routine that I follow. I'm not trying to get big or muscular. My goal is very simple. Get your heart rate up for 10-15 minutes, and then do the opposite. Take a breath, relax, and then go sit down and just slow it all down. Turn everything off. Turn off your mind, turn off your body, and that is when you will connect with your higher self. Right now, you're doing hot and cold, positive, negative. First, working out. Oh, that's, by the way, that's my tripod. And that's my chair when I need to meditate and I don't want to sit on the floor because, I'm getting a little old. Now, my typical meditations are about 10, 15 minutes. And I just automatically stop. I just know that, okay, I got it. My mind feels relaxed. My brain feels fresh. My body feels good. And then I get up, shake it off. And this is food and water for the animals. Every day I leave food for the animals. Every day I leave food for and water for the animals. And then you thank nature. I thank Allah, believe it or not, as an ex-Muslim. Then I thank Jesus. Then I thank Muhammad. Then I thank the promised Messiah. Then I thank all the angels. I even thank the demons and Satan. You see, I've realized we live in a planet where there are humans, there are non-humans, and there are things that we don't know about. Hard part right here. My knees from sports and basketball and my back. Look, at 46, if you don't take care of yourself, it's gonna start showing up. This is why I drink water. No more alcohol. No more smoking. No more cigarettes.
Gotta do what you gotta do, bro. That was me taking a selfie. I was looking at the window right there and I was like, it'd be kind of cool to get a video of me making a video myself. And it's time to go drive Uber.
Now you know I'm real. I don't hide anything. And this is my setup in my car. My laptop and my cell phone and my mouse and keyboard where I edit and share all this beautiful content with you. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. It's almost 38, 39, maybe 40 minutes long. If you've stuck around and watched this whole video, I appreciate it. Thank you. I love you. I want you to have a beautiful day, and I appreciate it if you would like, if you would comment and ask questions.